Camp Postcard, Peace Officers Striving to Create and Reinforce Dreams, is a week-long camp designed to benefit at-risk kids and those from low-income families in our community. For many of these youth, this represents his or her first camp experience and is a dream come true. This first year, 56 kids, sponsored by local donors, participated in the camp. Throughout the week, they took part in many outdoor activities, as well as team building and leadership opportunities.
But we got to spend a week up there. We had a ton of fun. We did campfires, we did a dance, a talent show, lots of great activities, just ways for kids to kind of express themselves and have a great time together.
Unknown to the kids was that their camp counselors were law enforcement officers out of uniform who were selected to work with the campers to build strong, positive relationships and valuable life skills.
And when we see kids get to see mountains for the first time and their eyes are big and wide-eyed, we know that what comes with that is maybe infinite possibilities from where they come from. You know, they'll see this like, there's a bigger wall outside my community. I can go anywhere, I can do anything, But, when we see these kids' faces light up, the officers, that's all we need. We want to know that we made an impact.
The kids never had a chance just to know cops. They've been told that cops are bad, and especially in lower income areas. So when I saw the ability to go to a camp for a week with kids where I got to mentor them, and they didn't even know I was a cop, that first night was really neat to see us starting to bond because they were excited. I was excited because I knew what was coming. So it was kind of cool.
Kids see us in a different way. After Camp Postcard, I go out in the community months later and kids say, "Hey, I remember that officer from Camp Postcard," and it's a positive interaction. Can't ask for more.
It's not just camp. Yeah, it's not. It actually has a curriculum tied to it, so it's very laid out. They're given all the tools they need to deal with ways to encourage the kids, to motivate the kids, to inspire teamwork. And giving them those tools the first 2 days of being at camp without the children, I believe it gives them enough in their toolkit to be able to work with the kids one-on-one, work with them in a group, and to actually inspire them to learn, to inspire them to become leaders, to become good members of the community.
At the very end of it, we had a final graduation where the police officers were actually kind of undercover, you could say. During that time period, it was to allow the kids to get to know them and them to get to know the kids with kind of no bias or anything in the very beginning. And then at the graduation, we had an opportunity for them to all wear their uniforms and walk out. And when they saw the police officers in their uniform, we had a lot of kids in tears, we had a lot of the staff in tears, and it was just a really powerful moment.
What sticks in my mind is there was a young man, and he was hysterical. He was sobbing. He was in tears of joy. He could not believe that he had been camping all week with police officers.
And we walked in, and I saw this little girl. She went, and she covered her face, and she just started bawling as we walked up in our uniforms. And she just was amazed. And she cried, and she cried, and she cried. I did receive a card from that young lady at the end of it, saying that she never would have guessed it, and that how much that we helped her see things differently. And she was just amazed that everybody there, including our nurse, was an officer.
Those kids are your future, and that they can't stand on their own for themselves right now, but the more that we show them the light and the ability to succeed and show them who cops are and authority is, those people are going to be, those kids are the ones that are going to take our position someday. So for me, helping that generation's always been a key, but it's also a key for me looking at it on this end is that, what goes around comes around. and you pay it forward and you make it work.